Okay, you don't want to be around? Cool. You don't want to deal with me no more? Cool. Peace out. You don't know how to take that. You don't know how to handle that because you're not used to it. You're not used to it saying bye. Okay, bye. That's fine. Ladies, calling on my ladies right now. I got a question for you, ladies. Would you rather date somebody who is the full package? They have everything you want in a significant other. All of the qualities you could ever desire in life. The sex is good, the conversation is good, this person elevates you, elevates your mind, teaches you things. But this person dates multiple women. Or, ladies, would you have somebody that you're settling for who is not the total package, but they're a good provider? They pay some bills, they got a good job. You never really have to worry about them cheating because you're the only option they have. You're the best option that they have. I know y'all ladies in the comment section like, oh, she on bullshit. She pulled up to this video on bullshit. And you goddamn right, I'm on bullshit because I really need to know, ladies. Which one would you choose? Would you choose the person who's not the full package, but is a great provider? You don't have to worry about them messing with other women because they don't have any, right? This person is totally loyal, just wants to be with you, totally committed to you, so you have nothing to worry about. The safe option. Or would you prefer to be with the full package? Would you, and let me even throw this in. This person, this other person, right? The full package, you can be their main chick. I just know I'm finna get cussed out in the comment section. I just know it, but I love it. Let's talk about it. Because I really want to know, ladies, if you could be that other nigga, the full package, if you could be that full package's main chick, who are you going to pick? Please comment down below and let me know. I feel like ladies are going to say you'll take the one who's going to be loyal. You're going to take the one, the safe choice, yada, yada, yada. That's what I think a lot of you ladies are going to say. But what I think a lot of you ladies know to be true is you probably ain't going to tell me, and you probably not going to comment the truth in the comment section down below. But I'm pretty sure that you would probably be the main chick to a nigga that you feel is that nigga. Right or wrong? I highly doubt you're going to agree. But I believe that to be true. Okay. And let me just also say this, man. I'm in a phase in my life to where I'm finally allowing myself to be my authentic self. I'm finally allowing myself to no longer have to confine myself and cage myself and box myself in to societal norms. And I'm okay with triggering people. I'm okay with being misunderstood. I'm okay with living a lifestyle that people are going to say, what the fuck are you doing? And all these women are crazy as hell for fucking with this nigga, bro. Do y'all not want loyalty? Do y'all not want to be the only one? You know you can find somebody who's just going to make you the only one. So I know I'm going to get that backlash. I know I'm going to get them comments. I get that. But one thing that I realized in my previous relationships is I could never fully be myself. And I always had to work within the confines of monogamy with that person. And for the longest time, even if you go back to my older videos, you see me talking about open relationships. But I never really, can I say that I ever had an open relationship? I could say this, I've had open situationships. But as far as an open relationship, I've never had an open relationship. And let me also say this, because I know, ladies, y'all are going to get on my ass for saying this too. I'm already knowing, so I'm ready. See, back then, I was open to an open relationship, the typical open relationship, as in we're in a relationship, but we can date other people, but we tell each other about it, right? For instance, I can go on a date with somebody else. I can go whatever, right, with anybody else, and she can do the same. But now, at this stage in my life, and I know, ladies, y'all are gonna come for me in the comment section. I'm already knowing, okay, because this is a conversation that I've had with the women that I do date, and they have said similar things. So I'm already knowing what you ladies are thinking in your mind before I even say what I'm about to say. But I'm in the phase in my life now, dating wise, relationship wise, to where I'm bracing myself because I already know what the comment section gonna look like. I'm at the phase in my life to where if I am going to make you my main chick, right? It's only gonna be open on my end. And I just know you ladies are throwing tomatoes at me right now. It's cool. It's fine. I can do something with them tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? We can make something happen with them tomatoes. I ain't gonna say too much, but tomato, tomato, tomato. I know y'all are freaking out in the comments right now, but just look, I'm not going to explain too much, but what I will say is that, like I tell the women that I'm dating, I'm going to live my life by my rules. And I'm not holding anybody against their will. This is not a case to where I'm saying you must do this, you must do that. You have to do this, you have to do that. You got to accept this, you got to accept that. That's what I'm not doing. Because I'll be damned. I'll be damned if any woman tells me what I'm going to do and what I have to do. That's not happening. The way I know whether or not me and you are going to be able to be aligned and on the same track, the only way I'm going to be able to see that is if you are okay with what I am looking for. At any point, if you say, Diamond, this is too much, or Diamond, I can't tolerate this, or I can't handle this, guess what? Hey, we had a great time. Feel free to go. This is not a dungeon. This is not a cage. Anytime you want to walk out that door, you have every right to. But for some reason, when women are able to choose whether or not they want to stay or go, a lot of them do stay. Now, some of them do go. I will be honest. Some of them do go. Some women leave and they come back. Some women leave and they never come back for whatever reason, right? But at the end of the day, I do believe that, look, at this stage in my life, like I said, if you're not on what I'm on, it's cool. We're just not equally yoked. We're just not going the same places. We just don't have the same goals. And I know one thing. If a woman is really interested in me and she sees the value in me, she's going to stick around. She's just going to stick around. Now, I do know that there's going to be bumps and bruises and detours and ups and downs, just like any relationship. But at the end of the day, if the woman does see the value in you, she'll come find you. And whether she does or not is not my business, right? But I kind of wanted to have this conversation with you guys because, for one, it's an interesting conversation. For two, y'all know the type of content I've been coming out with. And just judging off of the comment section alone, people think that I'm immature. Not everybody, right? I would say like 90% of the comments are saying that I'm grown. I can make my own decisions. Whatever I want to do is cool, which I totally agree. And shout out to all of y'all, man. Shout out to all of y'all, because who is anybody to say that just because that person wants to date, if I wanted to date 500 women, as long as I'm keeping it open and honest and transparent with all 500 of them women, Where am I going wrong here? What's the issue? So I definitely wanted to bring up this conversation because I want to know from you. How do you feel about the situation? Could you see yourself dating? I don't know what your date, who's watching this video. There's going to be a lot of people watching this video. I don't know if you date studs, femmes, trans, guys. I don't know what your preference is. But I want to know from you, if you found the perfect somebody for you, who was a 10 across all boards for you, but you just had to share them. Would you be down with being that person's main chick? Or would you settle for somebody who is okay, but it's not the total package? You're not really sexually attracted. They're a great provider. They're a nice person. They're a great person. They're a kind person, but maybe the chemistry is not there. Which one would you want? Comment down below and let me know. This makes for a great topic, a great conversation. And I want you to be honest with me, ladies. Even though I know some of y'all gonna lie, it's cool. But what do you think about it? And I will say that a lot of women marry and get into relationships, situationships with guys or studs or whatever you're into for stability, security, and to be financially stable, or to just stability and security. But when it comes down to sex, when it comes down to conversation, when it comes down to stimulation, you ladies are lacking in that department when it comes to the partners that you are choosing. When it comes to the significant others that you are choosing, you're not choosing the person who really is that total package to you. You're choosing the person that's safe. Not all the time. I'm not saying all you ladies do that, but I do see that that is a common thing. A lot of women are just settling for a safe choice. And to be fair, a lot of the guys or a lot of the studs or whatever you date, the ones that you really want probably have a lot of options. And that's why I ask you, if that person doesn't want to just be tied down to you and they're being honest with you, they're being transparent with you, and they're letting you know, look, I fuck with you, but you're not going to be the only one. But you might be able to be the main one. Let me see what you got. And I know it's going to be a lot of women who are triggered in the comment section. And let me just say this, I am not an advocate for lying to a woman and letting her know that I'm going to just drop everybody for you. I'm just going to be with you. You are going to be the only one. I think that that is very manipulative. That is very disingenuous. And that is not how I want to move. And that's the reason why I have made the decision to move the way I'm moving now. I don't want to cheat. I don't want to lie. I don't want to tell you that, baby, it's going to be me and you against the world forever, ever, ever, ever. And I'm going to be faithful forever, ever, ever, ever. I'm just not going to do it. I'm in a stage in my life to where it's my way, my rules. What I say goes. And everybody who's down, cool, come fuck with me. Everybody who's not, get out the way. I can't see where I'm going. I need you out the way, right? I'm going right here. You getting in my way if you're not headed in the same direction. So in my opinion, everybody's really doing what they feel is best for them, right? Why do women select the provider over the dream guy or the dream stud or whatever it is? Because it's a safe choice and it's the easy choice. That's the safe and easy choice. The one who keeps running after you, the one who keeps chasing you, the one who is spilling their feelings and their heart out to you and saying they would never choose nobody else. But you probably cheating on this nigga. You probably texting another nigga or entertaining another nigga because this nigga is just not enough for you. All he does is pay the bills. He don't get that pussy wet. Ladies, come on. Can we really talk about it? And if we're going to talk about it, can we really be real about it? Ladies, what percentage of significant others, because I don't know if y'all date dudes, studs, femmes, whatever. Let me know the percentage of significant others since you have been dating. 18 plus. I'm not talking about when you was a kid. 18 plus. What is the percentage of significant others where you were extremely attracted to this person, extremely sexually attracted to this person? What is the percentage versus the percentage of significant others who you settled for? Who you settled for? Who were good enough at the time? I really want to know what's the ratio to that, because I can almost guarantee you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, most women, the percentage is always going to be higher of niggas who you settled for. Ladies, come on now. Can we really be real? If we gonna have this conversation, let's really have this conversation. Y'all know it too. Y'all know it too. What's the ratio, ladies? What's the percentage of niggas who chased after you and begged to be with you and begged you to stay versus the niggas who said, "Oh, okay, that's fine. You can go." What's the percentage? Can we all agree, ladies, that the percentage is higher for the niggas who ran after you, the niggas who wouldn't leave you alone, the niggas who was stalking you, stalking your Instagram profiles, blowing your phone up? What's the ratio? What's the percentage? I'm pretty sure you had more niggas who were chasing you down, more niggas who didn't want to let you go than niggas who just go. Niggas who let you do what you wanted to do. Okay, you don't want to be around? Cool. You don't want to deal with me no more? Cool. Peace out. And the moment that you say cool, peace out, you don't know how to take that. You don't know how to handle that because you're not used to it. You're not used to a nigga saying bye. Okay, bye. That's fine. You're used to a lot of these niggas desperate for your love, obsessed with you because they haven't become obsessed with themselves. They put you over themselves. They love you more than they love themselves. But let's be honest, ladies. Can y'all real deal respect a man or a significant other who loves you more than they love themselves? And if we're really being honest, ladies, the only reason why you would say that it's better for the man or your significant other, the stud, whatever, to love you more than they love themselves, that's because you want control over the relationship. You want power and control over that person. Because when you run into a nigga who is okay with walking away and is okay with saying, if this is not what you want, I'm cool with that. Sayonara, see you later, or see you never. When you run into that nigga's gonna make your panties wet because you're not used to that, bruh. You're used to a nigga running after you and saying, please don't leave me. Please don't go. On some tank shit. Y'all are used to that. Y'all are used to a nigga who doesn't love themselves, who doesn't respect themselves. So when you run into a nigga who does love themselves and does respect themselves, it kind of triggers you because you're wondering what the fuck is going on. It breaks your brain. It breaks your brain, truly. Because in what world does this nigga feel like he's that valuable that he can act different than the rest of these niggas? He's supposed to be on my body and he's supposed to stay on my body. Why is he not blowing up my line? You know, it's funny. You know, it's funny. Sometimes I have women say, because, you know, sometimes when you're that type of nigga that'll let a woman go, regardless of how you feel, right? I might want a woman to stay. And whenever she leaves, I might miss her for however long she's gone. But women can't wrap their brains and heads around the fact that, okay, if you miss me, then why didn't you call me? Why didn't you text me? Why didn't you reach out? Because I stand on my principles. I stand on my respect. I love myself more than to reach out to you when you clearly said that you wanted to walk away. I'm cool with that. Me trying to reach back out after you said you don't want nothing to do with me, or you said I was too much for you, or you said you couldn't deal with my lifestyle, for me to run behind you after you tell me that, for me to reach out to you after you tell me that, to me is manipulation. You already told me how you felt. I have to respect that you said this wasn't going to work for whatever reason. Anything I do to still try to pursue you after that fact is manipulation, bro. That shit ain't love. That's obsession. That's toxicity. But they want to call us the toxic ones. You see how y'all have it all backwards? Y'all have it all twisted to the fact that society has y'all so programmed, and these, weak niggas got you so programmed to think that running behind you is adoration and love and passion and loyalty. If that's the case, then why do you not like it when niggas is running after you? And the only way you like that shit is because you want your pride and ego to be pumped up. But do you really take this nigga serious? Absolutely not. His respect or her respect dwindles every time she does run after you, or he does run after you. Let's be real. You want that nigga who's not going to chase after you. You going to want that nigga who respects himself enough and respects you enough to say, you said you didn't want this? Cool. I'm good. Now, I'm going to always tell you, if you ever want to come back in the door and you ain't done nothing too out of line, too crazy, right? I'll go ahead and let you back in. I'll see what you have to say. And then we can move forward, and I won't hold that shit against you at all. Because I know that this is going to be the situation, because I know you're not used to going through this. I'm already knowing. I'm prepared for that. I honestly believe that we have it all flipped around. And the nigga who's going to be blowing up your phone, the nigga who's gonna be stalking you, the nigga who is not going to be able to leave you alone, all of that shit is what you see on these murder mystery shows, on 5 o'clock news. Chad killed Amber because Amber said, I didn't want to be with Chad no more. And now Chad felt like, nah, I own you. You're my property. You're supposed to be with me. And now Chad then murdered Amber. You're never going to see a nigga who values himself, respects himself, and loves himself. You're never going to see a murder mystery type of case like you will with the nigga who runs behind you, who's stalking you, stalking your profiles, blowing your phone up, showing up at your doorstep, sending you roses and all of this shit, trying to get you back. Those are the niggas you have to watch out for. Those are the niggas you have to watch out for. Have I been that nigga at one point in time? Yes, I have. Would I ever take a woman's life? Absolutely fucking not. But have I been the type of nigga who disrespected myself because I didn't see the value of myself? So I was doing that dumb shit, blowing up women's phone and, doing all of this crazy shit. I was doing that too. Before I understood what I understood now, before I understood myself, before I accepted and loved myself 100%, before I started respecting myself, I was doing the same shit. Lame shit. I was doing the same shit, lame shit. And that's why I could speak from experience, because I done been on both sides. I done been on the loser side. I done been on the winner side. And it's much easier and much better and much greater to be on the winner side. There's no way in hell I'm going to run behind a bitch, right? At this phase of my life, there's no way in hell I'm running behind somebody who said that, look, this is not for me. Cool. I'm good with that. But listen, if a woman knows what's good for her, she'll always come back in some type of way. She gonna butt dial you. She gonna accidentally text you. She gonna randomly check in on you. She'll like a picture. She'll show up in your DMs. Something's gonna happen to where she's gonna place herself in your orbit. And this one thing about you ladies that I have noticed is you guys have a lot of pride, which is okay. Because once again, you guys are not used to niggas moving the way that I'm talking about moving. Ladies, y'all don't want to appear weak, and you don't want to appear like you lost. And then it's like, damn, man, I hate the fact that I love this nigga because now I gotta contact this nigga again, bro. Are you fucking serious? I miss this nigga. I know this nigga is not gonna hit me up. So now the ball is in my fucking court. I already told him, or I told her that I wasn't gonna tolerate this, or I'm done with you, or this ain't gonna work, or blah, 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 blah. And I left. But now I'm missing this nigga. Now I'm wondering why this nigga's not texting me. Is he thinking about me? Is she thinking about me? If she's thinking about me, why she ain't call? Why she ain't text? I need to find out what this nigga up to. I need to talk to this nigga again. It's like a drug. Love is like a drug. And when you know how to make a woman feel away, and you make a woman experience real love. Real love is freedom. It's not caging somebody up. It's not being possessive over somebody. It's letting them be free to be who they want to be. But just know that there's certain things that I'm looking for you to stay in my life. And if you don't meet that criteria, I'm good. I want you to go. And I only want people in my circle or around me. I only want people that value me around me. I only want people who are proud to be in my life, a part of my life. That's it. So, ladies, with all of that being said, I want you to comment down below and let me know what you guys think about that situation. Do you think that it's attractive? And that's another sad thing, is a lot of women will think it's so attractive and cute. Let me make sure my mic is still on. Yeah. Some of these women will think that it's so attractive and cute for a nigga to be chasing after them, blowing up their phone, showing up to their job, showing up to their house, love bombing them, making threats. Some women love that, but those same women don't love themselves in all actuality. That shit's toxic. That shit is not healthy at all. And ladies, if you are experiencing any of the things, any of the signs and symptoms that I have actually laid out for you, you really need to think about that situation or that relationship with that significant other, because that shit could have you on the 5 o'clock news. And I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you. When you see these murder mystery shows, it's one of two things. It's either somebody dying over money and a life insurance policy, or you got some crazy, deranged, psychotic, obsessed nigga, bruh, who can't take no for an answer. If I can't have her, nobody can. Y'all ladies, y'all need to take my advice and stop thinking that that shit is cute. Stop thinking that that is showing how much that significant other loves you. Oh, he must love me so much because he showed up to my job and he's talking to my boss and trying to get a word in, or he blew me up 1,000 times, or he shows up every day with roses and he puts them by my doorstep, or all of this shit, bruh. This shit, do not see this as cute. It's not cute. It's actually very toxic. It's actually very manipulative. We're talking about very manipulative behavior, ladies. And I want to make sure that I let you guys know this, because some of y'all think that this shit is really cute. Some of you guys think that this is real love. Some of you guys think that this is true passion. That of course this nigga loves me because look at what he did. Oh, he hit me in the face because he found out I was fucking Roger. He hit me in the face because he loves me so much. He couldn't stand to think that I was fucking with another nigga. Y'all think this shit is cute and you gonna end up in a grave. And I don't want to see that for none of y'all. And I don't know why this conversation led here. But I feel like I need to let you ladies know that that shit is not cute. I know it's a lot of women who might be younger too that don't have the life experience that you think that that toxic shit is cute. It's not. It's unhealthy. And that shit is cute until he puts you on mute forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever. And you 6 feet under. And I'm laughing, but it's not funny. It's not funny. All right? I want you guys to keep this in mind. That just because this nigga is acting in obsessive ways, this shit is not healthy, is not cute, this shit is toxic. And just because a nigga is quick to say bye when you're not aligned with where he's going or where she's going, in the program, in the system that he or she, in the vision that he or she has for her or himself, just because that person is quick to say bye or quick to let you go and not look back, that's the furthest thing from toxic, because that person is letting you know, if we're not aligned, then why waste time? If we're not aligned, why waste time? We're not doing that. Why? Because we have options. Not only because we have options, but we choose to put the love and respect for ourselves above any love that we could possibly have for you. And that's not toxic. That's healthy as fuck. That means that no matter what, I would never risk my life, my freedom, or anything, right? Because I love me too much to put you above me. I love me too much to put you above me, right? And anytime you run behind a bitch after she done told you to leave her alone for whatever reason, you're devaluing yourself. And ladies, whether y'all see that consciously or subconsciously, your respect for that person goes down. It just does. It just does. The chasing after her after she's already rejected you. Or I don't even want to say rejection, because there is no such thing as rejection. You reject yourself. There is no such thing as rejection. But if you continue pursuing a woman who doesn't want to be pursued, she already told you she's not interested, and you continue to pursue, at that point, it's desperation, my nigga. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. Fellas, studs, if you're watching this video, that's desperation, my nigga. We're too good for that. We're too good for that. Value yourself. You got to see yourself as worthy of more. Ain't no way in hell you should be chasing behind a woman who clearly, in one way or another, is saying that you're not good enough for her. There's no way. So y'all have to start valuing yourselves. You have to. You got to. So ladies, we got to redefine what we say is toxic and what's not toxic. What's healthy and what's not healthy. You want to call niggas like me toxic when really we're the healthiest thing that could happen to you. A nigga who's not going to chase you. A nigga who's going to keep on moving with their life, whether you're there or not. Who's really toxic is the nigga who makes you their whole world. You better be careful when it comes to them type of niggas. When you are a nigga's whole world, ladies, y'all already know that's scary as fuck. And that's a turn off. Whether consciously or subconsciously, you know that. That's a turn off. But somehow society makes you believe that if a nigga ain't putting you on a pedestal and putting you higher than themselves, they're not the one for you, that they're toxic. When in all actuality, the nigga who's pedestalizing you and making you the center of their universe, that's the nigga who's toxic. That's the nigga who's gonna chop your body up and throw you in the woods. And all your loved ones gonna be crying on the 5 o'clock news because you thought that nigga was so sweet. You thought he was just passionate. He just loves me, and I'm just a girl. Well, now you're a dead girl. All right, now you're a dead girl. So it's your choice. I don't know how we got here off of just talking about open relationships, but I'm gonna have these conversations with y'all, man. Y'all say y'all want a podcast. This is my definition of a podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be talking about different topics, but I want to know from y'all. And also, if y'all have any topic suggestions that you want me to talk about and discuss with y'all, have a little conversation, let me know in the comment section down below or shoot me a DM at the Diamond Life 888. Give me some topic suggestions. But yeah, man, ladies, y'all gotta get y'all shit together. Fellas, studs, y'all gotta get y'all shit together, man. And ladies, fuck with a real one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to say that you have to settle for either or, right? You gotta settle for the full package, the whole package, who is gonna have multiple women. But you have to, at the end of the day, bro, you have to understand that in order to get a valuable nigga, I don't want to say high value or whatever, in order to get the nigga the total package in your eyes, a lot of the times that nigga is not going to just be about you. So that's why I give that situation, because it's a real life situation, man. At some point, that nigga probably gonna have wandering eyes. At some point, that nigga probably, and the nigga that I'm talking about is gonna do what he wants to do, right? And this is what I also want to point this out before we leave the video. I also want to point this out. I'm not saying that I would never be in a monogamous relationship again. I'm not saying that I would never just be about that one person. But I will say this: it's going to be my way or the highway. And whoever, if ever I do get in a monogamous relationship, I'm going to go into it with the intention that, look, this is how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling right now that you are the only one that I want to talk to. And I'm going to let you know. But I'm going to also let you know that, listen, just because this is what I see right now doesn't mean later on down the line that I won't want something else. So before we even go down this road, are you okay with that? Because shit, knowing me, shit might switch. Shit might switch. I get bored. That's one thing about me, is I get bored, man. And every woman want to act like they the one who, oh, I'll be 75 different bitches for you. I'll be 100 different bitches for you. I'll put on 750 wigs for you. I'll be a new bitch with a new personality for you. But you still that same woman. I hate to say it. I know that sounds crazy, but you still that same woman. You know, you still that same woman, shawty. I might go out tomorrow and see, like a couple days ago, I seen a little dark skinned shawty outside. I'm out there running by White Rock Lake. If you in Dallas, Texas, you know where White Rock is. I'm out there running, getting my workout on, running. I'm running, and I see a little dark chocolate thing, and she walking this way. I'm running, right? And I never see nothing. I was kind of taken aback. I said, you know what I'm saying? I'm running and shit. I'm like, damn, you look good. She was like, thank you. And I'm keep running and shit. I should have shot my shot. That's what I should have done. But you just never know, man. And with me, like I said, I like variety because I get very, very bored very, very quickly. And so even though today I might feel like shit, you the only one. Tomorrow I might feel different. But one thing about it is I feel like honesty and transparency is very, very big in any relationship or any situation. And I feel like if you can just be honest and transparent, that other person has to take it on the chin. Sometimes it's going to get messy. Sometimes it's not going to be a perfect situation, because even on that person's end, that person might be accepting of it at first. But when the shit goes down and they thought that, oh, you know, this was going to be for life, even though I said that this is how I'm feeling right now, it may change. She might say, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'm down. But later on, it's going to be a whole nother situation because she thought she was going to be the one to change my mind. So it could be a messy situation on both ends, but it would be even messier if you were lying and manipulating. So I still think that honesty is the best policy. And I think if you're lying to the woman, then you must be scared of the outcome. You must be scared that the woman is going to leave you. You must be scared that you're going to lose her. And I'm sorry, I'm not scared to lose not one woman. I'm not scared to lose nobody. The only person I'm scared to lose is my mom and my dad. Those are the only two people that I am scared to lose. The only two people. Other than that, baby, you can go. You can go. I appreciated our time. Now it's time to move on. And that's going to be the best thing for me as it is for you. Right? Because if we're not on the same page, then we're not reading out the same book. You're on a different chapter. And I can't have no woman who was on chapter 32 and almost 65. I can't have it. I can't have it. I can't have it. So let me know what y'all think about everything that I said in this video. Like I said, man, I'm going to be dropping more topics. That's it. We out.